Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome to another Terrible Theory. And this time, I would like to talk a little bit about My Hero Academia. More specifically, how I believe the series is going to end, based on where the manga has been heading. I've had this theory for quite a while. I've been thinking that this is where the series is going to end up for quite a while, and as we get closer and closer to the end of the manga, this theory of mine is starting to seem more and more likely. So, I figure I'd go ahead and get this video out so people can judge whether or not they think it's actually a good theory or not. And who knows? If I turn out to be correct, then I'll have video proof that I called it. So, if I turned out to be false, then that's fine too. To be honest, I would prefer to be false. I don't want to be right about this one. I really hope that this theory does actually turn out to be terrible. And is not how the series ends. So I will try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible for anime-only viewers, but there's going to be some spoilers here and there. So here's your warning. All right, good. So currently in the manga, the final war is taking place. All of the big battles have already happened. The only battle remaining is a battle between Deku and Shigaraki. The final battle between the ultimate good and the ultimate evil. And spoilers. Deku currently has a plan to essentially make Shigaraki be no longer a threat. He has a specific plan in mind to make Shigaraki no longer be a threat, but it involves allowing Shigaraki to get certain quirk factors from One for All. Some of the quirks of the previous users. He has to allow their vestiges to go into Shigaraki in order to essentially break him down. Break him down from the inside. And I do believe that they will be successful in doing this. However, it's going to take every single vestige in order to do it. I believe that every single vestige is going to have to go into Shigaraki in order to fully break him down from the inside. And not only that, I believe that Deku, being the current One for All user, his own vestige is going to also have to go into Shigaraki. And this does mean that One for All is going to be absorbed into Shigaraki, just as All for One wanted. However, this will end up resulting in a battle inside Shigaraki's mind and soul. This is going to result in a battle inside Shigaraki's mind and soul, in which Deku and all the vestiges of all previous users are going to be fighting together. In order to defeat Shigaraki once and for all. And basically, I believe that the result of this battle is going to be that both All for One and One for All are going to destroy each other. I believe that the resulting battle is going to essentially completely destroy both quirks. It's going to completely destroy both quirks, and by the end of it, both Shigaraki and Deku are going to be quirkless. They are both going to be quirkless. Shigaraki will be arrested and sent to prison for his crimes, and Deku will end the series as he started it, quirkless. There will be a moment of silence for the ones who died in the final war, and Deku will be hailed as the world's greatest hero. He saved the entire world from Shigaraki, and for a brief few minutes, he is known throughout the world as the world's greatest hero. But he will not continue to be the world's greatest hero. Instead, I think that in the final chapter, we will cut to several years later and see him as an adult, as a cop. He will be a police officer. And he will be working alongside several of his classmates as an officer. And instead, when we get the new top 10 pro heroes, I believe that there will be a handful of some of the characters will end up being, say, Nijire, Sun Eater, Ida, Uraraka, Red Riot, characters like that. Tokoyami, I do believe, is going to be high up there. But the top three pro heroes: number 3, Lemillion; number 2, Todoroki; and number 1, Bakugo. I personally am not a Bakugo fan. He spends the majority of the series just being an absolute douche to everyone. Being a total jerkwad to everyone. And I know that his character is a lot deeper than that. But he's still being a jerk towards everyone, and I don't like that. He's still being a jerk. He's still being a bully. Yeah, there's different meanings, but there may be different meanings behind that, but his actions are still him being a jerk. So I've never really liked him. It wasn't until the end of the Dark Deku arc that I finally saw him stop being a jerk towards everyone, and he was actually being kind to everyone. And I'm like, okay, finally, it's about time he actually starts being nice to people. But at this point, it's too little too late. It's too little too late because at that point, the final war arc was just about to start. Like, we are less than 100 chapters away to the end of the series at that point. And I felt like it was a little too late for me to start liking him. So I've never been a big fan of Bakugo, but he keeps saying throughout the whole series, he's the main character. He's going to be number 1. And every single time he says he's going to do something, he does it. And every time you think that Deku has finally surpassed Bakugo, Bakugo gets even stronger and continues to stay ahead of Deku. As much as I don't like that, it does lead me to believe that he is going to accomplish what he said, and he's going to be the number 1 hero at the end. I do believe that Deku is going to give up One for All. He is going to give it up in order to save everyone. He will be the last user of One for All. That One for All is going to be destroyed along with All for One. both quirks will destroy each other. That is what I believe will happen. Now, I personally hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. I want to see Deku grown up as the number one hero. I want to see him continue to be a hero, because I like Deku. I really like Deku as a main character. I think he's a really good main character. Is he the best shonen protagonist? Absolutely not. No way. Not even close. But I do think he is a good protagonist. I do think he is a good protagonist. Not the best by any stretch, but I think he's a good one. So I really, really hope I'm wrong. This is a theory where I want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong. I want to be proven wrong here. So I hope I'm wrong on this, and I hope we get to see him as the number one hero. I really hope we get to see him as the number one hero. Bakugo is number 2, Todoroki is number 3, Lemillion number 4, so on and so forth. I really hope that that's what ends up happening. But based on everything we've seen in the series so far, I personally think that this theory may end up being true. As much as I don't want it to be true, the closer we get to the end of the series, the more likely this theory ends up being. So, there you have it. That's my thoughts as to how My Hero Academia is going to end. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this theory holds any water? Do you think that Deku could end up being a cop at the end of the series, just like how All Might suggested he become in the very first chapter? Or do you think this is all a bunch of baloney and that he's going to end up being the number one hero? Just let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to talk to you guys more about this theory. So, in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz. And join me Saturday. For a very special video. Take care, everybody.